Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to y'all. I am Professor M. This is things you should do when starting Red Dead Redemption 2, the story. I've played this a whole bunch of times. I've tried it a whole bunch of different ways. I'm put together my best practices to get you started on the right foot for Red Dead. Now, if you're new to the channel, come on by, check out the channel. We've got all sorts of Red Dead Online tips and tricks. In this game, you're playing as Arthur Morgan, who is an absolute beast. I love the guy. In the beginning, you're going to have all of these normal little prompts.
Turn the place upside down. Grab as many supplies as you can. We need the essentials. Food, medicine, whiskey.
Those is probably the most important one. Make sure you loot everything you possibly can. Whenever you loot, make sure you work on your cores. Look at what it does. Eat it. It'll help you out. The wider the core is, the better off you're going to be. As you go hunting, the little blinking circle around the outside will eventually fill all the way up. The fastest way to do that is to hunt. Honestly. Don't forget you got a horse, so you got to look for stuff for your horse. You have a few different ways of approaching the beginning of the game. I usually take the Javier mission first. It takes you outside of the map. Like, way outside the map. But you get one of my favorite guns, which is the shotgun. You take the mission with Charles. Charles is going to teach you a whole bunch of things that you need to know. Plus, he's going to give you a bow. With that bow, you're going to make your life a whole bunch easier. Pay attention to how this eagle eye works. Pay attention to how it works with the dead eye. You're going to use both of those a lot when you're hunting. You're going to need to hunt a lot. That's going to be a reoccurring theme. There's kind of a key to the bow. It tells you what it wants you to do, but what you really should do is make sure you got your aim at least close to where you want it before you pull this bow back, because it's going to take some of your stamina. You want 3-star animals is what you're looking for. 3-star animals. There is a way to look for it. We'll cover that in the next one. If you guys want to see a next one, hit that like button, all of that stuff. You're going to do a couple of more missions. After you go through and do those missions, you're going to end up going somewhere else. The most important thing you have to remember is loot. Loot everything. Loot everything you possibly can. Loot every body you possibly can. Looting has nothing to do with the money. It's all of the stuff that you get from it. Try and loot everything you can before initiating any cutscenes.
This looks good. What do you think, Bill?
After a little while, you're going to do a couple of more missions. You're going to do a couple of more things. You're going to do a little bit more horseback riding. Then you're going to get up with your wagon train. You guys are going to get all set up, and you're going to start heading south. When you head south, that is when the work begins. Enjoy the scenery. It is an absolutely beautiful game. Once you get down here, you're going to be at Horseshoe Overlook. While at Horseshoe Overlook, you have the opportunity to upgrade camp, upgrade whatever you'd like to do. From this point right here, we're going to use Valentine as kind of a center since it's the biggest town that you can see. You were originally way up here in Coulter. But you wagon trained your way down, now you're down here. Go into your satchel, take a look at what your satchel has. Look at everything you've got. Any pamphlets you have, you want to make sure you go through the pamphlets, look at the pamphlet, pull it out, click on the read button once. You can go away from there, and it's counted as read. Remember, all of the things that you need to make, craft, are all going to come through pamphlets. You've got to make sure you read the pamphlets. Then you can make all sorts of different things. Ammo. When it comes to ammo, the split point ammo is going to be your best bet in the beginning. Any kind of arrows that you can make sure you make those as well, because you're going to be using them a lot. I always make some improved arrows right off the bat to make sure I've got them, because you're going to need them, and you'll see why. Like I said, the split point ammo is going to be the best ammo you have for the beginning of the game until you unlock some other stuff. Making this is a huge drag, but It's totally worth it, and as long as you're continuing to do it on a regular basis, it's not nearly as bad as the first time you try and do it. Make sure you cook your meats. Once you get the meat cooked, turn around, shove it in your satchel, you've got it for later. Hitting the X button, or whatever the prompt button is for you to put his hand over the fire, cooks it faster. So just kind of pay attention to that one. Tonics. Tonics are going to be very big. They're going to help you out. They will keep you healthy. They will keep your cores high. They will do everything you can. Now, you don't need to do any of this stuff. None of these are things that you need to do. But this is going to keep you as healthy as possible. It's going to keep you as ready to go as possible. And if you get into a gunfight, there you go. Limpeting. First choice is go to limpeting. Head over to the sheriff's office. You can go through the door, climb through the window, look down there, and there is a loot box. Grab that box, pop that box open, and what do you have inside? The most important one is another gold bar, or a gold bar. Make sure you look at the pamphlet, take a read for the pamphlet, put it away, and now you can make that horse stimulant. Then we're going to go over to Mama Watson's cabin. It's the Watson cabin. From Valentine, it is straight across. You're not going to be able to see it on your map, but from Valentine, it is straight across. On your way over to Mama Watson's, keep an eye out for things like this laying around the map. Take a peek at them. You might be able to get some goodies. If you open a box and you can't get anything out of it for some reason, check your satchel. It's premium cigarettes. You can only carry so many of them because your satchel is too small at this point. So go into your satchel. Go down to your provisions, go to the cigarettes, discard all, and now you can pick those cigarettes up. And the large jewelry bag that was hiding behind it, and the coin purse, and the miracle tonic. Oh look, we can't do the miracle tonic. Let's take one. There's nothing stopping you from taking it, so now you've got all gold cores, or all gold rings, and you got another miracle tonic, so you really didn't lose anything. There's going to be other situations that are going to pop up on the map. You use whatever discretion you feel. You do it how you feel that you want to do it.
You took your damn time at least.
I do it my way.
Happy to keep your share. I'm just saying, for a miner, you ain't the best with a hammer. My God.
Loot the bodies. Always loot the bodies. Sometimes it's just about the money. Now that you've looted the bodies and you're going to go through, find some other things to do. Remember, we're heading over to Mama Watson's cabin. Here's Mama Watson's cabin. You negotiate that how you want to negotiate it. On the downstairs in the basement is a gun box. Open up that weapon case and pull out your new gun. Congratulations, you got yourself a semi-auto shotgun. So, take that, make sure you clean it. You go over, pull it up, maintain, hit clean, and clean it. Watch the condition on the bottom go all the way up. Whenever that goes down, you want to make sure you clean them. It doesn't matter whether you just pulled it out of a weapons case or you have it on your horse. Make sure those guns are clean. They always work better. While you're out and about, you will also run into things like this. Oh, look, I got me a tomahawk. Right on. So now I've got some throwables and I've got my bow. We can go have some fun. Make sure you have fun while you're playing the game. It's not all about work. Yeah, buddy. That's going to do it for us on this one. Make sure you come back, watch part 2. Make sure you loot all the bodies. Loot everything you possibly can. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you got anything out of this, make sure you smash that like button. Hit that subscribe if you want to know more. Join the M class today. Have fun.